this season started right after this. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Kansas City Royals. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shabby. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch, and on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Brett Saberhagen. What should we keep an eye on here?
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
All right, ready to get underway. And now for the Twins, Torii Hunter. As he turns on the rubber, with that good live arm delivers. That catches the zone for a strike, and we're off and running in a brand new season. Bounced out to short. Witt on the run, throw to first. One up, one down. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Michael Lee stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. 2 out, space is empty. Next pitch is downstairs. And another ball. Grace Lee up next. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. There's the strike, and the count is 3-1. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. It's in and out of his glove. But they get the out of first, and that'll do it for the inning. Nothing doing here for the Twins. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Here at Kauffman Stadium, and on the hill for the Twins, Bert Blyleven. And as usual with him singing, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Bottom of the first. There's the shortstop at the plate. Bobby Witt Jr. And the pitch. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hunter has it sized up and makes the grab. And there's one down. Let's take a look at our lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
And here's the veteran outfielder, Alex Gordon. Not even close there. And that's ball one. Blyleven, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a two-seamer. And the right-hander deals. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
One out, bases empty. And that's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed.
3-1.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Count is full.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. They got it for out number 2.
That is third. The third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, George Brett.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Smoked in the left, base hit. And that means Salvador Perez will have a chance to hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That was the thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Hunter has it sized up, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Back here in Kansas City, all set for the start of the inning. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Grace Lee. Looking for her first big league hit right here. And that skips into dirt. Saberhagen, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider.
He hasn't wanted a challenger. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And that's in for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think she's looking for something else right there.
And that drops in for a strike.
Looks like she's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but she took it all the way. Sometimes hitters just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that she turns on.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a pitch. Caught and missed, struck her out. 1 away.
It's his first strikeout at this level, but it definitely won't be his last. So, these early at-bats are all part of the process for a rookie. And trust me, big league pitching just looks different than minor league pitching. He still has plenty of opportunities ahead of him in this one, though.
And now the Twins catcher, Joe Mauer. That one missed. No score here in the second. That's in there, and it's 1-1.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2. Inside, just missed.
It's a good take.
One down, base is empty. Misses, and a full count now.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Puts it away for the out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder,
Tony Oliva, the next Twin up to hit. was absolutely belted. Gordon going back on this one. And it's caught just in front of the wall. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's the Royals' designated hitter, Nelson Velasquez. Blyleven back to work. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive now. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the bucket.
So up next, Vinny Pasquantino. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here on opening day. Next offering is in for a strike. Blyleven, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Swing and a miss. That's strike two.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Brady textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
And another ball. Our plate umpire, Freddie Ferguson. One out and a runner at second here in game one of this three-game set. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever.
Fergalicious.
Here comes a pitch. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike three. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with a leadoff double.
Yeah, Hogan, you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Here's Adam Frazier. First pitch just misses. Runner at second, 2 down. To third, Killebrew. That's the third out, inning over. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2 full, no score. And we're back on to the third inning. Now here is Justin Morneau. And a pitch. Morneau, a powerful designated hitter, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he's a former home run derby champ. Righty delivers. Caught him looking for the K.
No, just a beautiful fastball in the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way, coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Rod Carew. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Very few would question that Carew was one of the top hitters of the 1970s. Now fly ball to right center. Waters hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, number 3.
Here's the third baseman, Harmon Killebrew. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
1-0.
On the ground, out to short. Witt over to first. That's out number 3. Twins retired in short order, and we are still scoreless. As we go to the last of the third, Drew Waters stands in. The right-hander back to work. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. In the air, right field. Sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 away.
Up next to the Royals.
So the batting order turns over. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
The shortstop takes the ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And there's the strike. Tapped softly on the ground. Killebrew. And Witt is out. And next up for the Royals, Alex Gordon. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch, and he just misses. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
George Brett next up for Kansas City. Still tied at 0, last of the third. And a 4-pitch walk.
That's ball 4. Runner take a base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Brett takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-1. Swung on, belted.
into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps onto the box, and they feel real good about that one.
And it's scoring position with 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Salvador Perez. There's a strike.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter out.
And it's second. And a foul ball. And here it comes. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to inning number 4. It's the Royals 1 and the Twins nothing. As we go to the top of the 4th, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Torrey Hunter. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Kicks and deals. Found back our way, and that's out of play. That one at 95 missed up top. 3-1. Inside corner for a strike.
Hogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And next for Minnesota, Brian Dozier. He's 0 for 1. The Twins still looking for their first hit in this one. Wouldn't chase that time.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So up next for Minnesota, Michael Lee.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Way high there. Ball 1. The Royals up by a run, top half of inning number 4. And that misses off the outside edge. That's in there, and it's 2-1 now. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one misses. And now 3-1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Throw to first, and he's back in on a dive. At the belt and fires. And he walked
That's
him.
ball 4. Runner take the base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think
Now
about.
batting.
Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Grace Lee.
And there's one thing on her mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Just missed.
The last thing she wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball.
Well, she knows they don't want to give her anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. She's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Ground ball up the middle. Dive, and he's got it. From his knees, the throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The batter. The catcher.
Grace Lee with her first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure she'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for her and her family. A player works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
So bases loaded with one away. And here's the catcher, Joe Mauer. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The Royals leading by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
That misses. The count now 2-2.
2 balls, 2
Way
strikes.
to lay off that pitch down.
And that one popped to short. He's under it. Drops into the glove.
I understand the base is loaded. Start licking your chops thinking you can hit a four-bagger, but really have to be disciplined and not let the pitcher off the hook.
So 2 down now, and here is Tony Oliva. Fly to left his first time. And fouled off. Dozier on third. Lee over at second. Lee at first. 2 out of the inning. And that one fouled off.
Finish him.
The 0-2. And that one upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That one just misses. It's 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
2 outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here at Kauffman
Leading up
Stadium,
for the
bottom
Royals,
four, and to the plate
the
for Kansas City,
designated hitter,
Nelson Velasquez.
Velasquez.
The wind of the pitch. And a
That's
good
it.
eye
That's
there.
the ball. 1-0.
Right through there for a strike. The pitch. And 1-2.
1-2. Count.
Next offering misses down and away.
2-2.
The 2-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Now batting.
And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in there at the knees. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Got him swinging.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Renfroe
No, that's
in the
out.
box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. That's down
the
and
ball.
in.
2-0.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
2-1 to count.
And
That's
another
the ball.
ball. Two down, nobody on. And it's ball four. He missed down low.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there.
Now
Pretty much gifted at
second
first
baseman.
base with a quick free pass.
Adam Frazier now at the plate. First time up, he grounded to third. That one pushed foul. Next offering is down low.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Kicks and fires. Frazier tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Did not go. Left-hand hitter waits. That one's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch. Up the middle. Lee gets him easily, ends the inning. So 1 left for Kansas City, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the Twins DH, Justin Morneau. And the pitch. And delivers outside.
Well, these Twins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Righty delivers. Fouled off. He was late. And the righty deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Righty to the plate. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 1-2. Liner stopped at first.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run. You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Drops one down in front of the plate, and that's just foul. There's a strike.
He doesn't get a knock right here. That pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Popped up. Brett on the move. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Harmon.
And now for the Twins, Harmon Killebrew. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. That misses,
That's a ball.
and that is ball 1. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-0.
Two outs. He swings and fouls one off. The wind of the pitch. Just off the outside edge. And the count is 3-1. Torrey Hunter to bat next. The Twins down by a run. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Hard hit, but right at him and left. Down go the Twins in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the inning, leading off, Drew Waters. Blyleven back to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And ball 1. And he deals. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The pitch. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a pop-up. Lee makes the catch. And there's one down.
The bat, the shortstop, Bobby Witt.
So digging in, Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boo.
0-1.
The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
And the pitch. Slider
1-1.
misses outside. The shortstop
2-1.
takes the ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Foul ball. Now all even up. Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The wide to kick the pitch. That just misses, and that's ball 3.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Gordon lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Witt at first, one gone. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. And the right-hander deals. There goes the runner. Throw to second, he's safe. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Here comes a pitch.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Man, that slider buried into your hands like that. It's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Now the 3rd baseman, George Brett.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Two outs and one in scoring position. Fastball for a strike.
No, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Right through there for a strike. And here it comes. That one almost got him. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Gloves it on the dive, gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out.
Her anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Torii Hunter. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Little chopper rolls foul. There's a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Struck him out looking.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Brian Dozier, the next Twin up to hit. That's through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just kept it simple. Played normal with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Runner on at first with one gone. And next for Minnesota, Michael Lee. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. That one catches the zone. Strike one. Kicks and deals. Just missed. Next offer in there for a strike. 1-2.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
2-2.
In the dirt. To second, and he's out.
But I believe this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the grunt work. Great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch, keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. That's all.
Wouldn't chase that time.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Royals 1 and the Twins nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. So up now for Kansas City, Salvador Perez. And a pitch. Perez goes 6 feet 3 inches, 255 pounds, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. The wind of the pitch. Fastball for a strike.
1-1.
Gonna count 1-2. And a pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. That was blasted to the moon. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
here's the Royals DH, Nelson Velasquez. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Steven Okert warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Jax getting loose as well. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. On the ground to third. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, opening day is an exciting one for everyone on the field. There's some nerves involved, and if you haven't had a chance to settle into the season quite yet, the quality of play can sometimes be just a little sloppy, and I'm sure making an error right out of the gates isn't the best feeling to start the year. He's got to turn the page quickly.
Renfroe in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And another ball. Grounder might be 2. Dozier tossed the second, and that's 2. Royals get one on this swing by Perez. And it's 2-zip. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the shortstop, Grace Lee.
The shortstop, Grace Lee.
Saberhagen back to work. And there's the strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Yeah, that skips in the dirt.
Talk about the right hitter at the right spot. They really need a rally, and she's someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Just missed. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Nick Anderson preparing to come on if needed. Schreiber also getting ready. 2-1 now. There's the swing and miss.
Setting up the hitter, get her arms extended. Tied her up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
That one just misses.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Got her swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Joe Mauer, the next Twin up to hit. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is downstairs.
1-1.
And he pumps it a strike. Bases empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Ow! 2 away now after the drop third strike.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Now the left fielder, Tony Oliva. First
Nope.
offering, and it just misses. The Twins down by a pair here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Ripped to short. That ends the frame. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Steven Okert.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So digging in,
Leading
Adam
up
Frazier.
for the Royals, the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
As the lefty gets to work. There's a strike, 95 of that one. And that's a strike. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up
fielder,
on the inside
number
part of the
6.
plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Strike on the outside. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
And now the lefty.
That's a ball.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the
The batter, number
benefits,
7.
the advantages of
Shortstop.
relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Witt in the box now. No balls and a strike. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
One
Way
ball, 2
inside. Two down, nobody on. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall. We go to the 8th, and now the Minnesota designated hitter, Justin Morneau. The pitch. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. And
That's
another
ball.
ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Perez makes the play, 1 down.
Up next is the Twins, the first baseman, Rod.
And here's the first baseman, Rod Carew. It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
And a foul ball. And they'll do it again. The pitch. Bounced up the middle. Witt over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
The third baseman, number 3, Harmon Killebrew.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Harmon Killebrew. And first offering is fouled off. The Twins trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swings through that.
He is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing here for the Twins, and they're down 2-0. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon.
The left fielder, Alex Gordon.
The pitch. Lifted in the air, right field. Lee moving under it. And there's one down.
The batter, the third baseman,
George Brett steps in for the Royals. Checks his swing, appeal to third, no swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. One down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. And that one fouled off. The 2-2 on the way.
Ball. Full count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The pitch. Line drive, and it goes just foul. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the ball. Very gritty.
One gone, runner at first. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. On the inside corner for a strike. Brett stands at first with 1 out. Step off throw to first. Brett dives back in. Outside low, and it's 1-1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Hunter puts it away.
The batter, the designated hitter, Nelson Velasquez.
Man at first, Nelson Velasquez steps in for the Royals. 1 for 3. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. That's a slider for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, here's the center fielder, Torii Hunter. And the pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That's towards center. Brings it in, and there's one down. He's 2 outs away. Now it's the second baseman, Brian Dozier. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. First pitch misses. Pulls that one foul.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. And the righty deals. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So they're down to their final out. So up next for Minnesota, Michael Lee. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Just missed.
That's the ball.
The Twins down by a pair here at the top of the 9th. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
2-2.
The Twins down to their final strike. That's off the mark, and now it's 3-2.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying rod and the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
2 outs. And that's too high, ball 4.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short. Starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let it go.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Grace Lee. And they've got the no doubles defense set up. Outfielders playing deep, infielders guarding the lines. The shortstop takes the ball.
Got the 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
1-1.
Leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may
win. And that'll do it.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today, but he had total command of this game and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambu. Thanks for joining us.
This afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 7 runners on base. For the Twins, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 32 minutes. Our paid attendance at Kauffman Stadium this afternoon, 37,903. The Royals thank you for attending and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.